Have you ever thought about coding but did not know how? Well, you're just in luck. Welcome to the Introduction to Java by Jeffrey Trujillo. I'm Jeffrey. How's it going? Now, what I'm going to be doing here for you today is I'm going to be writing a Java program. Now, it's going to be very simple and very basic, and just go over the basic what you need and do's and don'ts and stuff like that. But before we do it, let me give you some terminology so you understand what I'm doing. Now, first, Java is a functioning programming language that requires a compiler and also a text editor. Java is made to create applications and various other software applications. Programming is made to make the computer application think and do work. And Eclipse is the text editor and compiler. Now, Eclipse is an IDE, so what that means is the integrated drive electronics, which means it is the interface between the computer's motherboard and the computer's disk storage. Now, this is what the game's going to look like. This is what the game's actually going to do, not what it's going to look like. Now, first, it's going to ask you for your name. So you put in your name. It's going to say, hello, JJ. Please pick a number between 1 and 10. I chose 5. It says, JJ, you guessed 5. I was thinking 3. Better luck next time. If I would have guessed the right number, then it would have been able to, it would have said, congratulations, you picked the right number. Now, what do you need to make this all happen or make it all work? First things first, you need a computer, obviously, right? You need Eclipse downloaded onto your machine, your computer, in other words. You need to have the willingness to learn. You need to have enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is a big part of programming, and most of all, a lot of patience, because believe me, programming has made me want to pull up my hair thousands of times. So let's get started. Now, here's a Java program. Now, here is all these green text. Now, what the green text means is that it's just commented out, and what that meant is that you can write your program and just pretty much state what you're doing without affecting your program at all. Now, you see that I pre-wrote this public class number guess and public static void main. Now, these come when you create your first program, but the public class, that is what makes this whole program run. This is what pretty much the program is. But this part right here is the brain and heart of this whole entire program. Now, let's get started. First things first, you're going to need to import a scanner from the Java library. So here you see I do that. And you have to use specific terminology, and I use the scanner. Now, I went down and I created my first int. Now, this is the guess number. This is the number that's going to be randomly generated. And I'm going to use a math.random function, and I'm multiplying it by 10, so it can only go up to 10 and not anymore. And then I'm incrementing it by 1. Now, here's the scanner. I'm naming it scan in, and as you can see, I actually messed up by capitalizing the I and the N, and that wasn't correct. But first, I'm creating a new scanner, and I'm scanning in everything that I type in. Now, here's my first print statement. I'm doing system. See, as you can see, I was typing a little bit fast, and I was making a little bit of errors. But the good thing about Java, it actually gives you suggestions. Now, as you can see, I copied it because you're going to be using the print statements a lot throughout this whole program, and I was just trying to make it convenient and easier for me instead of having to type it out every single time. Now, first things first, I'm going to say, what is your name? And make sure you use semicolons, because semicolons will throw off your whole program. Now, here's my first string. Now, the string is to take in the characters and save them throughout the game, and also prints them on the next line. Now, I'm naming this string name, and I'm going to scan in. As you can see, I get an error message, and this started freaking me out because I thought I was doing something wrong, but actually what I was doing wrong is that I didn't, up here, right here, I should have just done a lowercase n, and as you can see, I did that, I fixed it, but I was still getting an error. So what I did right away was just deleted the whole thing, typed it, and then it gave me a suggestion. And then I just did that and then used a semicolon and went from there. Now, Here's another print statement. And then see, I'm bringing in your name. And then I'm asking you to please pick a number between 1 and 10. And as you can see, I'm doing that. And ooh, I can't even spell, but I'm getting there. And let's see. Okay, between 1 and 10. Cool. And then I'm on to the next one. I'm creating another integer, the number that you guess. So as you can see, the program is running by how the game was just running, how I first asked your name, and then I kept on going down slowly but surely. And now we're on the part where you're creating the number. Now, it's going to say, pretty much this print statement says, you guessed. It's going to first tell your name, and then it says you guessed, and then here's a colon. Excuse me. And then the number that you guessed. And then on to the next one. It's another print statement that's saying I was thinking. And here you can see I was typing I was thinking. And then after I finish this, I'm adding the guess number. Now the guess number is the random generated number that we created at the start. And then I'm gonna do an if statement. Now the if statement is pretty much the error checking of this whole program. Now, as you can see, I'm saying number is equal to the guess number, and that's the number that you guessed. And use the curly braces. Now, here's another print statement. It says, congrats if you guessed the number correctly. And as you can see, I'm typing that. Now, if you didn't, then it's going to say better luck next time. And as you can see, I'm typing that out. This is how you write your first Java programming. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.